I screamed while rocking down the biggest and baddest water slide in history, which by the way is called the Massacre Invader. Okay, we've all had a special time of fun, so I'm going to tell you a special time I had. Yay, we're here, I exclaimed after the cumbersome 2-hour drive. Undressed and I quickly leaped out of the ancient 1974 Honda minivan and bolted towards the beautiful site, Rapids Water Park, with over 250 rides. Well, we're really here, I said. He nodded back. Soon after, we quickly bolted into heaven. When we first got in, we thought of a plan on how we were going to ride practically every single ride in the park. Within 4 hours, okay, I say we do it section by section, Andres said. Okay, I replied eagerly, so we headed into the huge park. Fun and wet the rides were until it happened. One of the rides collapsed and everyone started to flee in terror. Everyone was told to evacuate and suddenly time froze for everyone but Andres and I. Quickly out of nowhere, a huge hole opened up in the ground under us, swallowing us up into the depths of the earth. We shrieked as we fell down a pitch-black hole to an unknown destination. When we finally hit the floor, it took a minute to settle down and regain our attention. Right when I thought it couldn't get any worse, of course it did. Suddenly a huge portal-like thing opened up and we flew into it as though it was sucking us in. The moment we got in, we went into hyperspeed and everything just turned into lines of colors. It went on for a really long time. When we finally got sped out of warp speed, we were glad and confused. Glad because no more high-speed movements, but confused of where we are. I was just standing there when Andres tapped on my shoulder and pointed at the huge undead dragon coming our way. Hooray for killer dragons, I sarcastically said to Andres. I thought we were dead for sure when I noticed some robot things and cases on the wall behind us. I walked over, completely ignoring the dragons coming our way. I spied a little green button on the middle left side of the case and pressed it. The things emerged out of the case and stood in front of it. I suddenly noticed a very odd thing. These were armor suits, not robot things. The two suits in front of me were about our size, so I quietly called Andres over and showed him the suits. One was red and one was green. He quickly shouted, I call red. And he quickly jumped into the red one and it started to cover him up in a titanium suit. I stepped into mine and the same thing happened. When I saw the 6-barrel minigun attached to our suits, I said, well, and of course the dragon finally hears me and starts charging at us. Of course the dragon hears me and not Andres screaming. At that moment we both knew what to do. Shoot. Shells flew and noises ran through the whole big cavern. While our gunfight took place, occasionally one of us would leap at the huge, double the size of a T-Rex dragon. Near the end of the battle, I told Andres to keep the dragon for a second. So while he was doing that, I quickly leaped at the dragon and aimed inside its mouth, and I opened fire. After that dramatic Matrix move, the dragon finally was defeated and it burst into golden dust, with 2 golden swords in the remains. So Andres walked over and grabbed one and gave him a minute. So we carried on to the endless cavern of the wasteland. When we finally reached the end of the cave, we found a giant sitting on a throne or something. It was really tall and giant, holding a staff. Gaia, I whispered, dumbfounded, staring at the earth goddess. When I did see the staff, I knew what we had to get it from the most powerful thing on earth. So I told Andres that I'll distract Gaia when she comes, trip her into the pit of Tartarus. He nodded and I ran over to my house. All went wrong till the end. So Gaia ran toward us, and Andres tripped her, but at the last second, she grabbed him and pulled him in. I stared at the pit where my best friend just fell in all up. Although she left her staff behind, I didn't know what to do. But then an idea sparked inside of me, and I trotted over to the staff and grabbed it. I raised the staff and pounded the bottom of it into the floor. Soon a rumble came, and Andres shot out of the hole. "Well, it's good to have you back," I said, and ran over to Andres and showed him the staff. But at that moment, we both knew what to do again. Earth teleporting, so I slammed the staff and slammed it against the ground, and the rainbow portal opened up and stepped into it. Suddenly the hyperspeed vision went on and everything went blurry. We started screaming, "Ah!" So that went on for a long time until we spit out at the park, still with our power suits on. So before anybody could see us wearing them, we quickly took them off and pushed a button that made them fold up into a little funnel. So everyone was evacuated still somehow for the fact that we were gone for like 9 hours. Until Andres thought that maybe time froze while we were down there. So it was the simplest thing, so I agreed and we started to evacuate from the ride, gushing gallons and gallons of water. Then we headed home, never forgetting this day.